Today we're talking about the Garmont Flash 3 with Gore-Tex. This shoe is going to hold up really well. It's going to last a long time. It's built to be fairly rugged. You can see by comparison here to this Columbia shoe, there's a lot more stitching, and while it may be a bit more breathable, whereas this is going to get hot, this is going to wear out over time and tend to fall apart. Another big difference to notice here is that this has EVA foam right here versus polyurethane. It's a little bit harder. EVA tends to start to wrinkle over time. You can kind of see wrinkles forming along here, and that's because it gets squished down, much like a running shoe, which needs to be replaced every couple of years, every year and a half, whereas a boot like this is going to hold up on the trail for 5 to 8 years if you really take care of it. Also, the sole here is made of Vibram, which is going to hold up for a long time. It's sort of a composite material that's meant to be, grippy, but at the same time, it's going to wear. It's going to wear slower than, maybe an off-brand rubber. In addition to that, this boot has Gore-Tex, and that's going to help it be somewhat breathable, but still waterproof, so that if you step into a puddle, you're not going to get drenched. It also has a couple of upper lacings here, and so you can lace a little bit lower if maybe you don't want quite as much stiffness. I like this boot, and I actually like having a higher top because it supports my foot. It's also a really soft boot. I can wear it around town, and I can also wear it out on the trails. My feet don't get nearly as tired. Considering that it is a stiffer boot, by comparison to something that's really light, it's still fairly flexible. And the only challenge I've had here is that if you have a little bit of a wider foot, sometimes right in here, depending on how your toes bend, it can start to hurt right there a little bit. But otherwise, it's a great boot. Once again, this is the Flash 3 Gore-Tex men's, and it is a Garmont.
For the full written review, images, and updates, head on over to h1ker.com. Hiker.